Hey everybody, Rock DIY here. I have a 2016 Land Rover LR4 HSE, and I'm going to change out the front rotors, brake pads, and the brake pad wear sensor cable that's on the driver front side. I've already disassembled this one. This is the brake pad wear sensor indicator cable. I'm going to remove this because the new brake pads did come with this. Pretty easy to remove. It's going to go on the rear brake pad, not the front brake pad, and you're going to pull it straight out. Don't move it back and forth, just pull it straight out. Then you're going to take it out of the holder here. You're going to take it out of the holder up here. The nice thing is these are not bolted down or screwed down or anything. If you've never done this, you may want to take pictures so that you have a point of reference. Make note that the cable does pass through here up top. The one under here is a little more difficult to get to. You just have to push it down, and then this one here, you just leave it right there. Now the next thing you'll have to do, you can take out the whole entire wheel well splash guard, but if you pull the nylon fastener there, and over there, it'll play rough with you, but you should be able to peel it back towards you and reach up in there and disconnect it. There's a connector like this up underneath the splash guard that you're gonna have to disconnect. You really want to grab it right in here. Careful not to hit your fingers. You might be able to see it right there. I'm getting ready to change out the brake rotor and the brake pads on the right front. I've already done the left side. The only difference between the left and right side is the driver's side. Left side does have the brake pad wear sensor cable on that side. What you will need for this you can buy these at any auto store with this Nico TP45, and it's a 6-pointed star bit that's used for getting the brake rotor off right there. You'll need a ratchet. I'm using an impact wrench. I've got some penetrating oil. I've got some brake parts cleaner. I've also got a propane torch. As far as sockets, I've got a 10, 13, 14, and 21 that was used on the other side, and the only difference I think on this side is this bolt right here is smaller than the other side for some reason. Got some brake pad slider grease that came with the new brakes. I've got a brake piston compressor tool right here. If you don't have one of these, you can use a large clamp. Don't use a small clamp because it'll be pretty difficult to compress the pistons on the brake caliper. This goes with this, and then got this brake pad. You can use the brake pad to put across the pistons when you're getting ready to compress the pistons. And I got a smaller ratchet here. This is a 13. I've also got a rag. Before I get started, the big thing is to put some penetrating oil on. And put it there. For the caliper bolts here, that's a 14, and then but you have to use a 17mm wrench on the inside, otherwise it's just going to spin, which is one of the tools I forgot to mention. As far as spraying the back side, the two very large, they're 21mm bolts. Those may be difficult. That's why I have the propane torch, because those are often very hard to break free. But I'm gonna try this. I'll put some penetrating oil there and on the other one. I'm also going to spray some penetrating oil on here because even with that 6-point bit, taking that screw out, the rotor may not want to come off. but if you spray penetrating oil on there, it might come off a little easier. Either way, you typically got to tap it to loosen it up. First things first, I'm going to take these 2 bolts off the caliper, and I also have a wire that I'm going to use to hang the brake caliper. I don't want to put any weight on any of the brake lines or anything, so I just want to hang it out of the way. I'm going to remove these 2 bolts on the caliper. These bolts, you do want to use thread lock on them when you put them back on, because these bolts will come off if you don't put thread lock on them. Alright, so those are all. I'm going to try this first, but typically you can take the caliper and set it right over there on the sway bar, and it'll be out of the way. So I'm going to try that before I try to hang it with a wire. There are some lines under here that make it difficult for you to remove the caliper. So I do need to remove this bolt right here. I think that's a 10. You'll see by removing this, you'll be able to get the caliper way out of the way, so you don't have to worry about it interfering with your work. So that's off. I'm gonna put this bolt back where it was. Still may not be able to get it all the way over there because of the speed sensor wire. So I'm going to hang it for now. But I may just take the speed sensor wire off. And that has an 8mm bolt on the end. I got to get that bolt and that bolt off, and those are 21s. I did spray penetrating oil on it. I haven't tried propane yet to heat it up, but I'm gonna see if I can get it off with my impact wrench. I'm gonna set it up top here for now so I can get to that bolt. One came out. And that one came out. Good deal. Didn't even have to use propane. These are the bolts right here. And they do have thread lock on them as well. Take these brake pads off. It's the only thing that's holding this on right now is the brake pads. The brake pads that I bought, they came with these sliders, so I can get rid of these and then just clean this up before I put it back on. But also make sure that I put grease on the sliders, the new ones, when I put them on. If you're going to do all this work, you may want to also pull these. Pay attention to which one is which, and you want to grease these up. And then you could put some silicone grease on this boot. It'll help it last longer, but pay attention to this, because as you'll see, the other one is different. It's got a little rubber piece right here. So clean it up, put some new grease on it, put it back, but just make sure you put it back where it's supposed to go, because that one with the rubber piece on it is going to be on top. Using my floor jack handle to keep it from spinning on me. There's that. Next is to take the rotor off. You can see it's pretty tight. If you know you're not going to use the rotors again, you can bang on the rotor. If you think you're going to use them, then you got to find a spot where you're not going to damage the rotor. But typically you can tap around and it will come off.